This is Smart Consulting Sourcing, the only podcast about consulting procurement or how to buy consulting services. You'll get tips on how to use consulting, buy consulting, and managing the consulting. And now your host, Ellen Lafitte.
Welcome back to another captivating episode of Smart Consulting Sourcing, the ultimate podcast dedicated to the world of consulting procurement. I am your host, Enen, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you join us today as we continue our exploration of how to buy consulting services like a pro. In this episode, we're delving into the fascinating world of pitch session with consultants, a critical step in refining your evaluations of consulting proposals. So get ready for an episode filled with insight, strategies, and expert advice that will empower you to make informed decisions and choose the perfect consulting partner. But before we plunge into today's captivating topic, let's take a moment to recap the valuable insight we've gathered over the past 3 episodes. These key points will serve as a compass as we navigate the pitch sessions. First and foremost, resist the temptation to rush through the evaluation process. Take your time to carefully assess the written proposals, as this is a crucial first step in selecting the right consultant for your project. Thoroughly review, grade, and identify the most promising proposals that align with your objectives. Remember, it's not just about finding the most brilliant or the cheapest proposal. Your ultimate goal is to identify a consultant who possesses the capability to solve your specific problem and address your specific needs. Now, while consultants are renowned for their ability to quickly grasp business challenges, it's essential to dig deeper and evaluate whether their skills and expertise are truly aligned with your expectations. So look beyond the surface and ensure that they have what it takes to deliver exceptional results. Consider the fit between the consulting firm and your teams. Envision how the collaboration will unfold and evaluate if the dynamics is harmonious. If you can't picture a seamless partnership, it may be an indication that the consulting firm is not the right fit for you. Last but certainly not least, closely examine the proposed price and determine if it falls within your budget. Evaluate the value you expect to derive from the project and carefully assess if the investment is justifiable. Strike a balance between your financial constraints and the desired outcomes. So if you've missed the previous episode and would like to listen to them before diving into today's topic, you're in luck. You'll find all past episodes on various platforms like Spotify, iTunes, or YouTube. Simply search for Smart Consulting Sourcing and select the episode you'd like to catch up on. If reading is more your style, don't worry, I've got you covered as well. You can find the full transcript of our past episode in the thought leadership section of our website, consultingquest.com. It's a great way to catch up on all the valuable information and insight we've discussed so far. And remember, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and colleagues who might also benefit from the knowledge shared in our podcast. Now, it's time to dive into the thrilling world of pitching session. So by this point, you likely have a preliminary opinion about which proposal best aligns with your needs. Through the proposal assessment process we discussed in the previous episodes, you should have gained valuable insight into what consulting firms can offer you on paper. However, it's important to remember that not all companies excel at both selling their services and delivering exceptional value. So now it's time to address any lingering questions and uncertainties you may have about the most promising proposal. Schedule one-on-one meetings with your shortlisted consultants to delve deeper into their offerings. Wherever possible, aim to meet them in person, especially if they are new to your company. Face-to-face interaction provide an invaluable opportunity to gauge the understanding of your needs, their communication skills, and their ability to build rapport with your calendar. So get those calendars out, start scheduling those meetings, and prepare to engage in insightful discussions with your potential consulting partners. So these pitch sessions are the perfect opportunity to clarify any remaining doubts and solidify your decision-making process. Let's dive in and make the most out of those meetings. So now let's prepare for the final hurdle by refining our criteria for selecting the best proposal. When you initially prepared the request for proposal, you likely listed the criteria that would guide your decision-making process. So these criteria will serve as your starting point for comparing the remaining proposals. Typically, the list of criteria includes elements such as the quality of the approach, the team expertise, the quality of the proposal, the price, of course, or the fit with your teams. So you may also have identified more specific criteria, such as expertise in a particular sub-industry or sub-capability, availability to work on site, or the ability to transfer knowledge. These additional criteria further refine your evaluation. In addition to those requirements, there may be other dimensions that are important to you, but were not explicitly mentioned in the RFP. This could be factors like alignment with your values, creativity and innovation, or credibility with your local teams. These aspects reflect your organization's unique culture and expectations. But hold your horses. We can't just dive in willy-nilly. We need to prioritize our criteria. After all, we're not just looking for a flashy proposal, we're after project success. So think about the context and the expected results of your project. What matters most? Is it the quality of the approach, the team expertise, the proposal itself, or maybe the ever-important price tag? It's like a carefully crafted recipe. You need to know which ingredients take center stage, right? And here's the kicker. Priorities can change from project to project. It's like dancing to the beat of a different drum each time. So put on your thinking caps and determine what really matters for this particular project. Remember, success is the name of the game. Once you figure out your priorities, it's time to whip out that evaluation matrix. This nifty tool will help you assign scores to the different proposals, making comparisons a piece of cake. By following your priorities and using the evaluation matrix, you'll be equipped to make a well-informed decision that aligns perfectly with your project goals and requirements. So now it's time to give the consultants their moment in the spotlight. After all, it's only fair to let them provide their valuable insight and clarifications on their proposals. You see, writing a proposal, it's no easy task. Despite your best effort in crafting a detailed RFP, there may still be elements that remain unclear. It's a delicate dance between the quality of the RFP, the briefings provided, and the expertise of the consultants themselves. During the pitch sessions, give the consultant the opportunity to address any uncertainties or gaps that you may have identified in their proposals. Encourage open dialogue and ask them to elaborate on specific points or provide further clarification. This is your chance to gain a deeper understanding of their approach, their expertise, and how well they truly grasp the essence of your project. So it's time to challenge the core proposals presented by the consultants. Take a moment to reflect on your analysis of the proposals and jot down the question you want to ask. Here's a handy tip. Save your preferred proposal for the last. Why? You ask. Well, by the time you reach that point, you will have already seen other presentations, assessed strengths and weaknesses, and inductively gathered a plethora of questions. So this is a good time to use the question you have creating while reading the proposals. Here are some examples to help you get started. Does the proposal cover all the scope outlined in the RFP? Are there any gaps or missing elements that need clarification? How satisfied are you with the quality of the approach proposed by the consultants? Does it align with your expectation and address the specific needs of your project? Do you believe that the proposed approach will have a positive impact on the project? Does it demonstrate a deep understanding of your challenges and offer innovative solutions? Are the deliverables outlined in the proposal relevant and aligned with your desired outcomes? Do they provide a clear roadmap for achieving your goals? Is the proposed timeline realistic and in line with your expectations? Are there any potential bottlenecks or concerns that need to be addressed? During the oral presentation of the proposal, were you convinced by the consultant's communication style and ability to convey their ideas effectively? Did they inspire confidence in their expertise and capabilities? Now it's time to challenge the expertise of the consultant in the room. Writing the perfect proposal with the support of experts is one thing, but pitching that proposal without their assistance is a different ballgame. Many consulting firms include subject matter experts in their proposal to enhance their technical credibility. However, it's important to ensure that the expertise they claim is genuine and not just smoke and mirrors. here are some questions to evaluate the expertise of the consultants. Who will be the consultants working with you on a daily basis? Did they demonstrate a clear understanding of the context and objectives of the project? Do they possess a deep understanding of your industry and market? Will you have access to their knowledge and expertise throughout the project? Will they be credible with your technical teams? Consider the consultant's ability to establish rapport and gain the trust of your internal technical teams, as effective collaboration is crucial for project success. Do you believe they will bring the competencies and expertise you're looking for? What is their experience prior to this project? So explore the consultant's professional background and assess if their past experiences align with your needs of the project. Have they been directly involved in the reference project mentioned in the proposal? Validate whether the consultants have played an active role in the project they have referenced. And this provides insight into their actual experience. Now, let's delve into a critical aspect that can't be assessed on paper, the chemistry with the consultants. What technical competencies and expertise are important for project success? The behavior and working style of the consultants have a significant role as well. Consider the following questions to evaluate the consultant's fit with your organization. What is the personality of the partner in charge or the project manager? Assess whether their personality aligns with your the dynamics of your organization and your project. Can you envision your project sponsor, project manager, and teams working well with these consultants? Compatibility and collaboration are essential for a smooth working relationship. Do the consultants actively listen to your needs and concerns? Evaluate their willingness to adapt and be flexible in their approach based on your specific requirements. Do the consultants exhibit values that are compatible with yours? Assess if their values align with your company, organization, culture, and principles. Do you believe they will have credibility with upper management? Consider if the consulting expertise and communication style will resonate with your senior executive and decision makers. Will they be able to build trust with your main stakeholders? Trust is crucial for effective collaboration and achieving project goals. And you feel that the consultants strike a balance between sales imperatives and delivery commitments. It's important to assess if the project has both the commercial aspect and the successful execution of the project. You don't want them to just be pushing for the next project. Do you think the overall posture, personality, and cultural approach will have a positive impact on your project? Consider the overall demeanor and how it may influence project dynamics and team morale. Now, there you go. You have grilled the consultant with your question. It's time to give them a chance to revise their proposals. The purpose of this exercise is to receive several solid proposals that you can choose from. You want the most promising candidates to submit their best and most refined proposals. During those meetings, you may have asked for clarifications and requested modifications. So allow the consulting firm a few days to integrate your demands and adjust the price if necessary. This period allows them to fine-tune their proposal based on your feedback and ensure that all aspects are well aligned with your expectations. Remember, the RFP and the proposal itself serve as the foundation for the project and potential future litigation. It is crucial to ensure that they accurately describe the work you expect to be done and the agreed upon team composition. And if you haven't done so already, now is the perfect time to conduct reference checks. Checking references is a valuable step in the evaluation process as it provides insight into the consultant's past performance and their ability to deliver on their promises. And if you still have lingering doubts about certain aspect of the proposal or the consultant's expertise, reaching out to their references can be a great way to find some answers. References can provide valuable insight and first-hand experiences that can help address any remaining concerns or uncertainty. And that's a wrap on the pitch sessions. Before we conclude today's episode, let's take a moment to recap the key learnings. Challenging the core proposal, Start analyzing the proposal and asking questions to clarify any uncertainties and weaknesses. Assess the qualification and experience of the consultants who will be working on the project. Ensure they understand your context, objectives, and have the necessary industry knowledge. Consider the consultant's personality, communication style, and compatibility with your team. Look for values alignment and the ability to build credibility and trust with your main stakeholders. Give the consulting firms a few days to revise their proposal based on your clarification and modifications. This allows them to integrate your demands and adjust the price if needed. And if you still have doubts, you can always reach out to the consultant references because it can provide valuable insight and first-hand experiences to address any remaining concern you might have. So remember, the goal of the pitch session is to identify the most promising candidates and with solid proposal. The evaluation process helps you make an informed decision and select the consultants who are the best fit for your project. So get ready for an exciting episode next week as we delve into the process of selecting your consultants. We'll uncover the mysteries behind deciphering commercial proposals, exploring the essential elements and key factors that will guide you in making the best choice for your project. So get ready for an insightful and informative ride you won't want to miss. Till then, stay safe and happy sourcing. And if you have any questions relating to this topic or any consulting procurement matter, actually, remember you can always contact me directly on LinkedIn or by email because I'm always game for a chat. Bye and see you next week. Au revoir.
You've been listening to Smart Consulting Sourcing, the only podcast about consulting procurement. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hit the website at consultingquest.com. Find us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. For questions and comments, send an email to ellen.lafitte@consultingquest.com. See you next time.